Good morning, everyone. Okay, get your notebooks, of course. Okay, so before we start, uh, okay, remember in multiplying exponential numbers, you are going to add the exponents. Okay, this is just a review. Okay, this is not the topic that we're going to study. A review. Okay, so in divide the exponent. You copied that last week, right? So, in raising a power to a power or exponential numbers to a power, you are going to multiply the exponents. And if a product is raised to a power, each piece will be raised into a power, or each term will be raised into a power. And uh, in dividing, the numerator will be raised into the power, and the denominator as well will be raised into a power. So these are the rules that we studied for the past 3 weeks. Okay? So for today, we're going to study about, okay, we're done with this. The zero exponent. Okay? We're going to deal with the zero exponent. So, exponential rule number 6, when anything except 0 is raised to the power of 0, the answer is always be equal to 1. So this will be the rule. A to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Again, any number or variable except 0 that is raised to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Again, if the exponent is 0, it is always equal to 1. Okay? That is the rule. So if we have here an example, x to the power of 0, answer 1. As long as x is not equal to 0. If we have 25 to the power of 0, what's the answer? 1. Since anything except 0, it will be equal to 1. Okay? Just copy the rule. Copy these rules, okay? Until here. Okay, copy this. Copy this, yeah. So you will remember. Finish? Oh, okay. I'm just asking. Okay, I think we're done. Right? Finish? Yes or no? Okay, next. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let us have this example. If we have h to the power of 0, what's the answer? 1. As long as h is not equal to 0. How about 1,000 to the power of 0? How about 0 to the power of 0? No, it is undefined. Anything except 0. Again, this is not a number. Okay? This is a complex number. It is an undefined number. Okay? So anything except 0, 1. Okay? But if it's 0 to the power of 0, it is undefined. Yes, undefined. Undefined. Okay? Hop, erase. Next. Okay. So let us try this one. Okay. Now let us try to evaluate this. If we have this number 1, the quantity of 4x to the power of 2 to the power of 0, what do you think is the answer? 1. Why is it 1? What is the power of 4? What is the power of 4? What is the exponent? This is 1, right? 1 times 0? 1 times 0? 0. 2 times 0? So we will have here 4 to the power of 0, x to the power of 0, right? And what is 4 to the power of 0? What is 4 to the power of 0? 1. How about x to the power of 0? 1. So that is 1 times 1, right? And what is 1 times 1? 1. Answer, 1. So meaning, as long as it's in the parentheses, okay? The exponential number is in the parentheses, and the power is 0, it will always be equal to 1. Okay? Since the exponent will be equal to 0. Do you understand? Understand? Yes? Really? Oh, can you try to tell me what do you think is the answer for number 2? We have 3b to the power of 0 x. Anyone? What do you think is the answer? 3b to the power of 0 x. Anyone from the class? What is the power of 3? What is the exponent of 3? 1, right? How about x? 1. So meaning only b has the power of 0. So meaning if we're going to rewrite that, that would be 3 and b to the power of 0 is equal to 1 x. And so that is 3 times 1 times x. And what is the answer? The answer is 3 times 1 times x, 3x. Easy. Understand? Again, only, okay, the exponential number with the power of 0 will always be equal to 1. If the exponential number is not 0, or sorry, the exponent is not 0, then it is not 1. So the reason why we have 3 here, and we just copied it, because the power of 3 is equal to 1. And only b to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Okay? How about number 3? What do you think is the answer? Anyone from the class? What do you think is the answer for number 3? Anyone? Anyone? Should I call someone? Huh? Uh-huh. Let's see. Mister, what do you think is the answer for number 3? We have 10 to the power of 0, x to the power of 0, z to the power of 3, all over the quantity of 5x to the power of 0. What do you think is the answer? Power 0, it's like that. Power 0. While this one, we have the parenthesis, which is equal to the power of 0. Just like that. What do you think is the answer? Answer? Stand up, mister. The answer is? Yes? I can't hear you. Who wants to help? Who wants to help? Just try. Yeah. What do you think is the answer? Who knows? Try. Who wants to try? What's the answer? Okay, mister, I think you know the answer. Okay, very good. The answer is z to the power of 3. But he said z to the power of 3 over 1. But if we try to evaluate that, any number over 1 is equal to the number. Okay, 10 to the power of 0 is 1. X to the power of 0 is also 1 times z to the power of 3. And then 5x to the power of 0, it's in the parenthesis, that is equal to 1. 1 times 1, 1 times z to the power of 3 is z to the power of 3 over 1. But again, any number that is over 1, the answer is the number itself, which is z to the power of 3. Okay? Do you understand? Understand? Okay. Since you understand, copy and answer this. I'll give you 5 minutes. These are like the negative exponents. Sorry, the zero exponents. You can finish that in 5 minutes, right? Yeah. Okay. So, not finish? Okay, 1 minute to finish it. 1 minute. Nang natihap. Okay. Hey, hey there. Exchange notebooks. Alright. Okay. Hey, did you exchange notebooks? Okay, let us try to answer this. Okay. So for number one, we have here 2 2x, sorry, the quantity of 2x to the power of 3 to the power of 0. What's the answer? 1. Since there is a parenthesis, right? And the power of 0, therefore that is 1. How about for number 2? We have 6y to the power of 4, z to the power of 0. So as you can see, it is not in the parenthesis. And as you can see, only z has the power of 0. Therefore, if we're going to rewrite that, that is 6y to the power of 4 times 1 times penkun cup. Okay? And 6y to the power of 4 times 1, that is 6y to the power of 4. And this will be your answer. So as for number 3, we have 5 to the power of 0, a to the power of 2. So what is the answer? What is the answer here? Okay, that is a to the power of 2. Since 5 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. And 1 times a to the power of 2 is a to the power of 2. For number 4, what's the answer? This is 1. You're just going to copy over b to the power of 5d to the power of 0. That is equal to 1. And 1 over 1 is 1. Yeah. Right? 1 over 1 is equal to 1. And for number 5, we will have just copy the numerator over p to the power of 6 What is q to the power of 0? 1. And what is 1 times p to the power of 6? That is p to the power of 6. And this will be your answer. Okay? Who got perfect score? 5 over 5. Very good. 4, 3, 2, 1. No one got 0, right? 0. Did you understand 0 exponent? Understand? Yes? Okay. So let's proceed with the next rule of exponent, the negative exponent. So when we talk about negative exponent, of course, the exponent is negative. Okay. Hey, everyone. Hey. If we have a negative exponent, like this one, we have a to the power of negative 1 that is equal to 1 over a. So the rule is, if you have a negative exponent, you need to get the reciprocal of the base. Reciprocal. Okay? You need to get the reciprocal of the base. And the reciprocal of a is 1 over a. And this one, since this is a negative exponent, make it positive. Okay? Again, get the reciprocal of the base and make the exponent positive. So that is the rule if we have a negative exponent. Let me give you an example. Same here. If we have a to the power of negative n, that is equal to 1 over a to the power of n. So get the reciprocal and make the exponent positive. So let us have an example. If we have 2 to the power of negative 1, this will be, what is the reciprocal of 2? What is the reciprocal of 2? That is 1 over 2. Okay? And since this is negative 1, you are going to make the exponent positive 1. And now, we don't have negative exponent anymore. And remember, if the power is 1, we don't need to write it. Okay? 1 over 2 is already okay. Since it is already understandable that if the exponent is 1, we don't write it. Okay? How about we have x to the power of negative 1? What do you think is the answer? What is the answer? Mister? Yeah, wearing black. Stand up. Yeah. We have x to the power of negative 1. What's the answer? Stand up. We have x to the power of negative 1. What's the answer? If we evaluate it, just like this one. If the exponent is negative, get the reciprocal of the base. The reciprocal of 2 is 1 over 2. And make the exponent positive. That's why this is negative 1. Make it negative 1, a positive 1. So if we have here x to the power of negative 1, what would be the answer? Okay, that is 1 over x. As simple as that. Okay? Answer here, 1 over x. Do you understand? Okay, let's have another example. How about we have 3p to the power of negative 1? What is the power of 3? What is the power of 3? 1. I mean, not negative, right? Only p is negative. So meaning, what is the reciprocal of P? 1 over P, right? So we will have here 3 over P. Again. Tama? Wait. We have 3 times 1 over P. Tama? Since only P has the power of -1, so you are only going to get the reciprocal of P, which is 1 over P, and make the exponent -1, +1, since you already got the reciprocal. And we have 3 times 1, 3 over P. 3 over P. This will be your answer. Okay? Understand? Okay. So, sorry, if we have this one, if we have -2xy to the power of -1, what do you think is the answer? Only y has the power of -1. So meaning you are only going to get, so meaning you're just going to copy the others, -2x, and the reciprocal of y to the power, y is 1 over y, and make the exponent +1. Okay, and so we will have -2 times x times 1, that is -2x over y, and this will be your answer. Okay, understand? If we have 3x to the power of -1 y squared, what's the answer? What is the answer here? 3x to the power of -1 y to the power of 2. So, only x has the power of negative number. So we will have here 3 times the reciprocal of x is 1 over x times y squared. And so 3 times 1 times y squared, that is 3y squared over the denominator x. So this will be your answer. Okay. Do you understand? Okay, good. You're copying it up. Okay. Next, we have here, same thing. A to the power of -n is equal to 1 over a to the power of n. So, same thing as this one. If you have 3 to the power of -3, get the reciprocal of 3, which is 1 over 3. And make the exponent, if this is -3, that will become +3. So we will have here 1 over 3 to the power of 3. Okay? If we have 6x to the power of -2, what do you think is the answer? Only x has the power of a negative number. Yes, the answer is? Very good. So we will have here 6 over x to the power of I'll just write it. It's hard to. Okay, it's hard to type it there. So if we will have 6x to the power of negative 2, that would be 6 over x to the power of 2. Okay? Now, what if we have a? If we have a to the power of negative 5, b, c to the power of negative 2, what do you think is the answer? A to the power of negative 5, b, c to the power of negative 2. What is the answer? What would be our answer? Again, get the reciprocal of the number. What is the reciprocal of a? That is 1 over a. And since this is negative 5, and you get the reciprocal, that will be now positive 5. Okay? Then times b times c to the power of negative 2. What is the reciprocal of c? That is 1 over c. And since this is negative 2, this will now become positive 2. Okay? You're not going to do anything with b since the power of b is positive 1. So 1 times b times 1, that is b, over a to the power of 5 times c to the power of 2 is a to the power of 5 c to the power of 2. And this will be your answer. Okay. Understand? Is it hard? Yakmay? Huh? Is it? Is it hard? If we have one more example. What's the answer? The quantity of 3 to the power of negative 3, x to the power of negative 2 to the power of 0. Answer? What's the answer? Answer is? Huh? What is the answer? What's the answer? 1. Negative 3 times 0, 0. Negative 2 times 0, 0. Never mind the negative number, okay? If the power is 0. Now, next one. Now, the negative exponent basically flips the part with the negative exponent to the other half of the fraction. If we have 1 over b to the power of negative 2, so that is equal to b to the power of 2. So, again, if it's negative, just going to salap, okay? The numerator and the denominator. So this one, 1 over b to the power of negative 2. So just put it onto the other side, salap. Okay. And then the power is b, the answer is b to the power of 2. So for example, we have let me give you an example. If we have here 1 over a to the power of negative 6, the answer will be, what will be the answer? A to the power of 6. Okay? So that is what we're going to deal if we have a negative exponent. So what if we have 3x over y to the power of negative 2? What is the answer? Answer is 3x y to the power of 2. Only y will be switched, since only y has a negative exponent. Okay. Okay, ไหมครับเข้าใจไหมไม่เข้าใจอ่ะจริงอ่ะไม่เข้าใจ You don't understand? Okay, let's have another example. Okay, if we have 2x to the power of negative 1 over a to the power of negative 2. Any negative, okay? So, 2 is positive, diba? Just copy 2. Copy. Next, x is negative 1. Has the power of negative 1. Meaning, put x on the numerator. This will become positive 1. Now, this one, a to the power of negative 2. This is negative, so put it onto the other side and make the exponent positive. So, your answer will be 2a to the power of 2 over x. This will be the answer. Okay? As long as there is a negative exponent, you are going to put, if the negative is in the numerator, put it in the denominator and make the exponent positive. If the negative exponent is in the denominator, put it on the numerator and make the exponent positive. So that is how the rule of the exponent works. Okay? Okay? Okay. So let us have this one. Up. Okay, we have 6d to the power of 5 over 3d to the power of 9. 6 divided by 3. What's the answer? What's the answer? 2. D to the power of 5 divided by D to the power of 9. Any pen handcup? Divide. That would be D to the power of 5 minus 9. Right? Dividing exponential number with the same base, you are going to subtract the exponents. And so the answer is 2d to the power of negative 4. And if we have negative exponent, what would be the answer? This will be equal to 2 over d to the power of 4. So that would be the answer. Okay? Understand? Yeah. Easy? Okay, try this. Try this. Try that. Try number 2. We have 2e to the power of 4 times 4e to the power of negative 5. I forgot to put parentheses though. Okay, again, we have 2 times 4. What is the answer? If you don't see any sign, we know that that is multiplication, right? Penkun. So we will have here 8. E to the power of 4 times e to the power of 5. Remember, multiplying exponential number with the same base, you are going to add the exponents. So we will have here 8e to the power of 4 plus negative 5. And what is 4 plus negative 5? 4 plus negative 5 is negative 1. And if we have a negative exponent, what are we going to do? Get the reciprocal of the exponent, of the base, and make the exponent positive. Answer is 8 over e. Okay, my God? Okay. As for your homework, take a photo, homework. Take a photo, homework.